A special moment unfolded inside a hospital recently when a stray mother cat appeared carrying her sick kitten. What happened next would leave you absolutely spellbound. It's always nice to see mothers caring for their kids, and it's even nicer to see such things done by animals. Right? That's why we were eager to share this story of a cat who anxiously took her sick kid to the hospital, looking forward to getting instant help. This amazing story highlights mother cat's courage, dedication, and resilience to care for her kitten in even the most challenging situation. And the ending is truly mesmerizing. So let's get into the story. Cats that wander around the sprawling metropolis of Istanbul, Turkey, have enjoyed a unique kind of luck. Citizens of the city have lavished them with charity and compassion. These street cats often find warm places to rest when temperatures drop and are provided with food regularly. Some communities within the city have gone a step further by constructing outdoor shelters for cats with bedding materials or hosting elegant feasts for paw prints viewers. Because of these wonderful demonstrations of generosity and hearty hospitality, these cats' very survival is ensured. Most people living in Istanbul are Muslims, and Islam places a high value on the welfare of cats. As a result, the New York Times estimates that more than 125,000 cats were allowed to wander freely around the city in 2019. The city's love and respect for cats can be traced back to the Prophet Muhammad, who has a soft spot for them. In the past, Muslims considered them the city's guardians and were tasked with stopping mice from destroying libraries and spreading the plague. One Content resident said, "There are so many cats wandering around here, but that's okay with us. They bring no trouble or danger. The most they do is wander around the yard, or sometimes even sit on your lap. It's like having many communal furry friends who help keep us company." So with many cats in the area, cats dominate the picture around here. Fewer dogs, horses, or other animals sought care at the vet clinic. The reason? Felines truly reign supreme in this part of town. Interestingly enough, residents notice these trends and understand why having a vet center nearby is a bonus. The doctors didn't even blink at this new situation, as it seemed like they had already seen it. After all, their specialty was cat care, which tended to involve attending to various ailments and injuries. They were nearly experts on every possible issue that cats faced, and although irregular occurrences still surprised them, generally, not much startled them anymore. The vets always found it their deepest duty to serve these animals to the absolute best of their abilities, not just to protect them out of spiritual or religious regard, but out of a sense of moral justice. They cherished the opportunity to ensure that each creature they faced felt this value and importance, respecting not only their lives, but also the underlying parallelism between themselves and the great boon of beauty given in taking care of another's life form. One day, something unexpected sparked the start of a thrilling tale. It all occurred when we least expected it. A reminder that surprise moments can often carry with them the greatest adventures. Wait, do you also love cats and want to hear the most thrilling part of the story? Then do subscribe to the channel and like the video. The hospital and waiting room atmosphere was unusually still as the star offer took advantage of the momentary lull to attend to several important unfinished tasks that had been set aside. The offer dabbled through documentation pages with undivided attention, brushing up on recent developments and patient information. Suddenly, the automatic doors leading from the street into the reception area creaked open, making the receptionist look up. She anticipated someone walking in with their pet for a scheduled appointment, yet no one was there. Peering out of the glass windows, she looked around but saw no sign of woe or what opened them. Baffled by the mysterious occurrence, she settled behind her desk, determined to uncover the mystery. She stared at her computer screen, her gaze distant, when she heard a strange noise out of the blue. Leaning over her desk and tilting her head, she looked down and saw a sight that made her jaw drop in disbelief. She had never seen anything remotely like it in all her years as part of the veterinary hospital staff. A small brown and white cat came strolling down the floor, giving onlookers an agape look. In its jaws hung a petite fuzzy kitten, barely making it to more than half the size of her escort. The adorable intruder had tripped off the probe, letting herself in for a visit. The kitten looked like it had just been born. There was nothing it could do to free itself from its mother's hold, so it dangled aimlessly. The mother had a goal in sight and marched forward unhesitatingly. It was an unusual spectacle. It could have been comical if it weren't so strange. The receptionist, run a little off guard by the pair of cats and her kitten striding into the office, fixed their gaze with surprise. What must have looked to her like an imposing mother looking to get things done, accompanied by the most docile of companions. Mother Cat gracefully leaped up onto the desk, the tiny kitten held secure in its mouth. Lowering it lightly down to the desk below, she wasted no time in yowling urgently for one of the vet staff. Her unusually commanding meow quickly caught the receptionist's attention, who turned to look at their feline visitor with surprise. Around the newcomers, a cluster of people had begun to gather. It was obvious that everyone present was interested. But why were they at this location? Did they look for something in particular? Or was it simply their natural curiosity that drew them in? People were all looking up to vets to find out what was wrong with those two cats. One of the veterinarians, Mervyn Oskin, who was working that day, remarked, "Seeing a cat and kitten come walking in so willingly is something that I've never seen before." To put it mildly, when the receptionist called for us to come and take a look, we were quite shocked. But after checking on the mother cat and finding that she appeared healthy and happy, we moved on to the kitten. He went on to describe. The mother kept a careful eye on the kitten while the veterinarians examined it, following them from place to place as they moved the cat around in the hospital. The concerned mother was opposed to having her child taken away, but she put her faith in the people of Scrubs to take care of her child anyhow. Luckily, it was determined that the kitten's small size and skeletal appearance resulted from a simple case of underfeeding. One of the veterinarians who helped the kitten said the mother instinctively knew her child needed help. The veterinarians gave the kitten food, water, and a series of vaccinations to help keep it healthy and prevent infection. After the injections, the cat and the kitten gobbled up every last piece of their meal before spending some time getting groomed by vets themselves. With a now ready heart to plunge back into the busy streets, the mother cat went around each member of the staff. She rubbed her body against them one by one, as if wishing them farewell or maybe even a thank you. It was hard to ignore the unmistakable warm gesture. This showed that cats have incredible depths of empathy and emotional intelligence beyond our comprehension. Her sweet goodbye tugged on every last heartstring, setting off a collective awe in the room. Seeing how far a mother can go for her child was unbelievable and shocking. The depths to which mothers can go, pushing both their limits and those of the wider world, leave us in disbelief. The momentous event that unfolded in Turkey was recorded by a camera and quickly gained nationwide recognition. Soon, feathers began to ruffle across the rest of the globe as news of this spectacular event went outside the country's borders. People from all corners of the world were eager to hear more about what had taken place, creating a ripple effect that could not be stopped. Over time, photos captured of the occurrence were shared repeatedly and ultimately plastered across news websites for access worldwide. So how did you like the story of this cat mother and her love for her kitten? Do tell us in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. See you in the next video. Goodbye.